Breaking news, we learned just moments ago that Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg has placed LMPD's chief on administrative leave for how she handled sexual harassment reports to her. Now we have a new acting chief in Paul Humphrey. He was the deputy chief of the department. All of this coming out within just the last 10 minutes or so, Gil.
And we also have the launch of an outside investigation into the city's police department, something that we've been familiar with in the city before. And the person who is doing it, David Byer, is somebody who has investigated metro government agencies in the past. He was the guy who was at the forefront of the TARC investigation when the former executive director, Ferdinand Risco, was accused of sexual harassment and sexual misconduct. David Byer also led the investigation when into the jail. There were several inmates, more than a dozen inmates, who died in custody in about a year's time. So he looked into what was going wrong within Metro Corrections. In his background, he is known in this community as an FBI agent.
Yep.
Well, he was also a practicing attorney as well, and previously the spokesperson for this division, the Louisville's division of the FBI, and a deputy chief or assistant chief in the community of St. Matthews. So he has a long list of credits and a long resume and extensive background with police work,
yes,
and also looking into government agencies and accusations of misconduct.
Now, Gil, this is now the sixth person who has been put in charge of leading the Louisville Metro Police Department since June of 2020. Chief Humphrey is now that sixth person to be called acting chief or interim chief within the last 4 years. Chief Steve Conrad was fired in June of 2020 after the first weekend of demonstrations related to the police killing of Breonna Taylor. Robert Schroeder, then named interim chief, he left that role in October of that year, and that brought in Yvette Gentry. She came out of retirement to lead the department until January 2021, when Erica Shields took over that department. Then, of course, Chief Gwinn-Villaroel also took over in an interim role during that time, and then was made permanent police chief by Mayor Craig Greenberg last year.
Shields was ousted, frankly, from Greenberg's team. The word came out that she had resigned, but then she came forward and said she was told at the beginning of the Greenberg administration that there was no space for her. Gwinn-Villaroel was appointed interim right at the beginning of Greenberg's term, named permanent chief in around July of 2023. Here we are, not even a year later, and she is out of office.
Temporarily, at least, while
under
this
investigation.
Independent investigation. Let's go out now to WDRB's Richard Essex. He was inside that press conference with the mayor. Richard, what can you tell us?
Well, the mayor said that the chief is now on paid administrative leave, and they didn't give a time frame on how long she would stay on that leave, but Paul Humphreys is stepping up into that position. Now, these allegations of sexual harassment that came about, the mayor says that he heard about it on Monday, but they waited until today to make this announcement. We didn't get any details if it concerned a member of the public, or was it internally within the department, or was it somebody inside of Metro Hall. Now, one of the questions I have for the mayor was, this is part of the consent decree, and is the department taking the consent decree seriously?
Today, I have placed Chief Jacquelyn Gwinn-Villaroel on administrative leave. I made this decision following concerns recently brought to my attention regarding how Chief Gwinn-Villaroel handled a workplace sexual harassment allegation involving LMPD officers. Let me be very clear. This sexual harassment allegation does not personally involve Chief Jacquelyn Gwinn-Villaroel. This concern relates to her handling of the allegation once it was reported to her.
And as the mayor said, that they have brought in a retired FBI agent to conduct an independent investigation. And again, no timeline on when we expect to hear any kind of results from this investigation. From downtown, Richard Essex, WDRB.
All right, Richard, this is a developing story, and WDRB has been following every turn at LMPD and the tenure of every chief over the last 4 years, from Conrad to Humphrey. You can find all of our coverage on our website, WDRB.com.